This is High Definition Relationship, where we help you to connect the dots. I'm Pastor Tony. I want to talk to you today about something I think is very interesting, because relationships are interesting. I call them the 3 T's of relationship, and the 2 T's. The relationship can be thrilling, but it can also be very threatening when you're at an impasse and you don't know what to do or how to get out of the situation. You don't know how to move the relationship forward. But today specifically, I want to talk to you about this thing of intimacy. There are people who fear intimacy. That's right. They actually fear it, and they'll sabotage it and try to stop it so that it won't happen. Now, there are good reasons that people will probably have, but your whole purpose of having a relationship is because you want a certain degree of closeness. Now, the closeness you have with the work colleague is not the same type of closeness that you would have in a romantic relationship. The closer you have with a friend, and then the closer you have with somebody, you're trying to get close to somebody and make something. The difference is it gets smaller and smaller as you're trying to get real close with a serious relationship. But that's the whole purpose of relationship, that you can get close. But there are people who will actually sabotage the relationship, and it kind of throws you in a frenzy. It's like, why are they acting like this? Why do they not want to get any closer? And it's because of what they've run through, what they've been through. A lot of people have been in relationships where they've been burned a couple of times, and their thing is, I don't want to be burned again. So the only way they can figure out not getting burned is not to get too close, not to get too intimate. Then there are those who have experienced friends that they've had that passed away from certain sicknesses, and the pain was so excruciating. Or maybe you've been treated as a third option, and when you got dropped, the pain was so excruciating. So it's like, in order to get through this or get past this or not to experience it ever again, I'll just not get too close. And the very thing that relationships are designed to do, to get people closer, you end up getting alienated. And it's like, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to look at these 3 areas, because these 3 areas are pretty important when it comes to people sabotaging relationship or not wanting to get intimate, or for fear of intimacy, which is getting close. There's fear of rejection. There's fear of loss, and there's fear of abandonment. You see, when a person gets hurt in a relationship, for whatever reason, they may feel a strong sense of rejection. I mean, if you had a series of relationships that's gone by, and you've failed in 4, 5, 6 relationships, you get a sense of fear of rejection. You get a sense of loss, like, what if this don't work out and I lose the person, and I don't have them anymore? So I'm not going to get too close. Or I don't want to be rejected, so I'm not going to get but so close. So when I'm rejected, it won't hurt. When they're lost in my life, it won't hurt. When I feel like when they abandon me, because some people abandon you, that's just the way they operate. When they abandon me, I won't feel a lot of hurt. So these are some of the reasons why people fear intimacy. And these things you have to work through. Hopefully you got a good friend, a good support group, or a good counselor that can work you through these, because you have to work through these before you move forward with a serious relationship where you're trying to be seriously close to someone. But these things are real, and these are the reasons that people usually end up trying to delay getting close or trying to sabotage the relationship. Okay, I just thought maybe you needed to know.